You've entered the raid and made your way through the first jumping section. You've fallen out of a vent and find yourself in a room with a lot of monitors, 2 rooms on either side, and an ominous looking platform in the middle. It's time to actually kick Vosik's ass now. Vosik's Phase 2 fight isn't really all that complicated, but it can certainly be intimidating to those new to its mechanics. To that end, I'm going to try my best to make this guide as nice and simple as I can. The key to this fight is a simple understanding of the patterns it has. The fight follows about 6 simple steps. First step is to handle the Az and then throw bombs in sync. A monitor's then get a light up, break it with bullets, or you'll wipe. 3 bombs in, captains spawn. Handle the captains and then throw bombs. Repeat until the damage phase. Once you're in the damage phase, shoot the crap out of Vosik. Then you run to one of the little lit up rooms and break the lock so you don't wipe. Now for the details. Once you've dropped into Vosik's rock concert, you'll want to split into 3 teams of 2, with each team taking up one of the lanes. That's left, middle, and right. Each of the teams is going to have one person dedicated to throwing Siva clusters, and one of the 3 chuckers handles a simple 3-2-1 countdown so everyone throws at the same time. It seems like landing all 3 clusters at about the same time does more damage, but I'm not sure if we actually have any hard proof on that yet. Either way, it feels cool and doesn't hurt the fire team too much to do it in sync, so might as well. Shortly after the clusters drop, one of the monitors up front behind Vosik is gonna light up. You have about 3 seconds to break it with your bullets, so everyone needs to be paying attention to the screens and calling them out so you and your team can melt the monitor that lights up. If you don't break the screen, Siva density is gonna go critical, and unless you get to a room in time and break the lock, you'll wipe. We'll talk more about the rooms in a bit, but just know that they can only be used once each, so you really don't want to use one without getting a damage phase. The 3rd time bombs are going to spawn, void captains are also going to hop out. If somebody has a raised lighter, they can handle theirs and then run to whoever needs help. If you press for time, you can have the chuckers ignore the captains once their clusters spawn and then return to helping with them, but I recommend everyone focus their captains down so you don't run the risk of losing a player. Once you get Vosik's shield down, everyone should head to the middle to tether or pick up weapons of light. Shoot the crap out of the boss. About 10 seconds in, 2 more Siva clusters are going to spawn. Pick these up and toss them as soon as you can. They deal a fair amount of damage and you don't seem to get any bonuses from throwing them at the same time, so hey, just get it done with as soon as you can. Once the clusters are thrown, the screens are going to light up again and you'll need to get to one of the 4 rooms to avoid a wipe. So these rooms, there's 2 on the left and 2 on the right. Position callouts are pretty simple. Just remember that the front is the stage Vosik's on and the back is where you spawn in. When it's time to go to one of these rooms, one player should be dedicated to figuring and calling out the room that everyone's going to run to. You really have plenty of time to get to a room after the bombs are thrown as long as you figure it out and head there quickly. And since each room can only be used once, it's actually very important that everyone go to the same one. If you find yourself in a room without anyone else, it may be a good idea to simply continue and just let yourself wipe and get your team to revive you when that's available. You can tell when you're almost at a time by the beeping on the door lock. Once it starts beeping and blinking super fast like this, it's time to shoot it. Once again, keep in mind that these rooms can only be used 1 time each, so make your damage count. One last thing of note is that after a couple of damage phases, you will actually start getting waves of shanks instead of dregs and vandals. It's going to be normal shanks as well as exploder shanks. Focus the exploder shanks first because they're gonna end up causing some pretty big problems if you don't. Repeat those steps and boom, Vosik's ass is grass. Woohoo! Thanks for joining me for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please remember to leave a like and subscribe for more. If you didn't, or you found it lacking in some way, then please feel free to leave a dislike and leave a comment down below to let me know what you thought it was missing. Thanks again. I'll see you next time. Bye!